Hi, I'm Granny B from Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's been a while since I made a video because I've had an infection that I want to tell y'all about. It's very important because it sneaked up on me and I didn't realize what was going on until recently. And so I've got a story to tell you and what you need to watch out for, and don't let it go too long. I learned my lesson the hard way. I am the kind of person who is very much natural. I believe in natural healing. I want to take herbs and let my food be my medicine whenever possible. And so one morning I just woke up and I was wheezing a little bit, just a little bit. You could barely hear it. And so I didn't think anything of it. I thought, well, I've just gotten allergic to something around here. And so I didn't worry about it. And then the wheezing got worse. And then I started getting short of breath. Like you can tell, I'm almost out of breath now as I'm talking. And of course we've got this thing going around all over the world, and that was one of the first things you think about, so you isolate yourself. Nona Grace called it the blue booger. Well, I don't have the blue booger. I do know it's a real thing. In fact, my daughter, who has asthma, got the blue booger, and she was in the hospital for 3 days with it. And then her daughter, my granddaughter, also got it, and she was in the hospital for over a week with it. So I know it's real, but that's not what I have. I have a thing called Tularemia. This is a disease caused by a tick bite. Now, I've worked in the yard and out in the gardens and all over the place for years, all of my life. And we all know the rules on when you come in, you take your shower and you check yourself for ticks and you remove any ticks that might be there. And all the info channels tell you it usually takes a tick 3 days to embed itself, so I know I never had a tick on me for more than 3 days. But also they say that when you get a tick bite, it makes a rash and you get headaches and fevers. I never had a rash. I never had fever. I never had a headache. All I had was this shortness of breath. And then the shortness of breath causes extreme exhaustion. So for the past 2 months, I just tossed it up to the heat, the humidity, my age, my weight, and kept thinking it'll be better any day now. But then last week, I got to where I was hurting really bad. Now, 30 years ago, I felt that same way, and I was in and out of doctors for over a year before they finally diagnosed me as having fibromyalgia. So then I just thought, oh, well, this is just my fibromyalgia coming back. And it had been in remission for about 30 years because I started taking turmeric. Here I am with my home remedies. But the turmeric did cause the fibromyalgia to go into remission. But when I was hurting again, my sweet darling said, okay, Berta, now I've given you plenty of time for you to use your natural things and think that everything's going to get better, but it hadn't yet, so you're going to the doctor. So he took me to the doctor. And I told them how I was feeling. And I said, and I mentioned about, I think my fibromyalgia has come back. And I said, so I want to be checked for that. And I said, I would like to also be checked for Lyme disease, because I've had a couple of ticks on me, and I said, but I've never had any symptoms of Lyme disease until now, the exhaustion and the pain.
And orneriness full time.
That orneriness rubs off, darling. But anyway, so they took all kinds of blood tests, and when it came back, they said, you need to be on antibiotics immediately. And they gave me doxycycline, a 14-day run of it. And so that tells me right there that this is going to be a tough thing to get over, because most antibiotics only run about 5 to 7 days, and I've got 14 days worth. So I'm not telling you this so you'll, for sympathy or a pity party. I'm telling it to you because some of you may be like me and hate to go to a doctor. Well, I've suffered for over a month, going on 2 months, needlessly, because if I had gone to a doctor right away and they had found this, then I could have already been on my way to being well again. Stranger thing is, my fibromyalgia is still in remission, so that didn't come back. Turmeric to the rescue. But even stranger is, I also had antibodies for Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and that one too is a potentially fatal infection. In fact, I have a friend who did die with Rocky Mountain spotted fever. But so anyway, I have not done any videos or kept up with my comments, and I apologize for that, but I still don't have the energy to respond very often. But I do feel like I needed to make this response, because I have had some people reach out, and so I want to thank these people for your comments and asking if everything's okay here. Jennifer, Cowboy, Shaz, Escape of Notions, Sherry, Peggy, and Zesty Girl. Thank you.
And somebody even said, I heard she kicked the bucket.
Oh, yes. Well, the other day, whenever I got online and someone had said, are you okay? I went to my comments, and someone had posted in 2 different places that I had passed away. I assure you, this is me in the flesh. I am still kicking. I'm just not breathing very well. But anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for checking on me, and I'll get back to my old self hopefully within 10 days now, because I've been on the antibiotics for 3 days, and there is a slight improvement already. So I'll say bye for now. I love you all. Thanks for watching.